Aloha, everybody. Welcome to a new segment we wanted to bring to you guys. It's kind of going to be like a podcast. Twinamagins take. We talk about anything and everything. Basically, what we think, our opinions, or anything like that. And if you guys are ever interested in our opinions on topics that maybe you and your friends debate and talk about, hit us up. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm sure I've missed a couple things, but you guys are going to learn about our lives, about how we grew up, things that we did, things that we enjoy. Anywhere from airsofting when we were kids growing up to doing football, MMA, things like that. We're going to do a lot of things where, I don't know. I feel like our lives aren't very eventful, but we always come up with stories and talk about things, and it always seems to be, it was always rich of things. But yeah, so I guess we'll touch a little bit on ourselves and we'll get into some stories and stuff like that, just so you guys can know a little bit more about the Twinamagins. Obviously, Greeny's here. Every once in a while, we'll have a little co-host, Fuzzy, if you guys watch our other videos, and he'll be in and stuff to tell his stories and stuff like that, because he is a part of our channel and things like that, and we love having him around and playing games with him and stuff like that, arguing and whatever. And so, yeah. No, if you want to chat a little bit, so I'm not talking the whole time.
What am I chatting about?
Talk about us. What our life, a little bit about our lives. It's supposed to be everything.
We're just twins. I don't know. We're just twins growing up. That it's a bond that you don't. It's not just like a brother sister bond, whatever. Just your sibling bond is different. People don't. Some people don't understand that. Some people do understand that. Most of the time, people don't understand that. But, yeah, I don't know.
We grew up gaming, so as you can tell from our channel, we're nerds. We loved it. We loved growing up, and this is kind of our dream. To do YouTube, do things like this for you guys, add little segments like this in and stuff. Now that we're getting older and out of our boxes and stuff like that, of being shy, that was one thing about being a twin. For some reason, I feel like you're more shy than...
We're just very to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, to each other rather than to other people.
Yeah. I don't know. If you guys want to know more, ask questions down below. We appreciate all the support and love you guys have showed us. So, keep that up. But, a story I was thinking about today was way back. Like, Greeny has the facts. He'll talk to you more about it. But, we went on a hike. And if you live in Utah, where we live, there's a hike up AF Canyon, American Fork, where it's called...
It's just called Timpanogos. The Mount Timpanogos is what it's called. There's two different hikes. There's a like touristy one, and you got the real deal hike where you got to summit it, and that's 14.2 mile out and back trail, and it takes about 8 hours and 47 minutes to complete. And but so the trendy thing is to do it at like 10 or midnight, and you got to try to hike up almost as fast as you can to see the sunrise the next day.
Right. And so back when we worked at Pizza Pie Cafe, if you know it, you know it. If you don't, it was just a pizza buffet. It had salad, pasta, and pizza. And we were freshly graduated out of high school, so 18. And 18 or 19, one or the other, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, the crew there wanted to go on a hike on Timp, and
I wasn't working there yet by this point.
And so Nohea didn't want to and stuff like that, and so I invited one of my friends that wasn't working there either, or two of my friends, or used to be friends, whatever. And I was like, hey, we got to do this, blah, blah, blah. And because a girl I had a crush on was going, and so I was like, I gotta go, I gotta do this. And so we went, and because if she wasn't going, I wasn't going. Ain't no way. I hate hiking. I do hate it. I love it, but it sucks. I can't. But
it's fun when you get to the end destination and not the whole in between. The between sucks. Yeah. So
and so we started at I think it was midnight. We started at midnight and we started hiking up, and there was this guy that has hiked it. He's like way into hiking, and he's just pushing everyone. He's like trying to motivate everyone and all this stuff, and we're all gassed. But we're getting to the top. We're hiking through. It's pretty I don't know. I guess you say gruesome hike. It was hard. It's hard. I mean, but a lot of all kinds of weight of people and kids and stuff do it. So it's really like it just depends. I don't know. It just depends on you and your mentality. Um, but we were hiking up, and then we got to the bowl. There's a little bowl, like I would say a couple miles, but I don't actually know, away from the tippy top, and we got to that point, and more than half of the group was like, yeah, we're not going up. Like, there's no way. We just don't want to. We want to rest, and we're just going to camp down here and watch the sunset or sunrise from down here. And we're like, okay, cool. And they're like, who wants to go up? Well, the girl I had a crush on wanted to go up. So I had to go up, right? Your boy had to go up. I'm strong. Mentality up in that. And we're going up, and then you get to a part where there's these little switchbacks just before the top. And you almost have to bear crawl up, and it's kind of ridiculous to get up. And me not even thinking about what it's called, elevation
safety.
Oh man, like elevation poisoning or whatever.
Elevation sickness.
Yeah, elevation sickness. I didn't even think about it, but we're going up because we hiked it fast. We hiked it within like, I want to say like half or 3/4 of the time that it said it would take us to do it, because of that kid that just kept pushing us and kept going and kept going and kept going. But we start going up, and all of a sudden, like, I just kind of blacked out. I got tired, and I started falling back. And if I would have fell back, I would have died. But I started falling back, and luckily my friend was there, and he slapped me on the back. He grabbed me and shoved me right back into the rocks, and he was like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah, I think I was just like about to pass out. I was about to die." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, all nonchalant.
Like, yeah, like I don't know, like I don't know. At that point, I was just kind of like, if I died, I died. I don't know. The craziest hike I've ever, well, that's a lie. One of the craziest hikes I've ever been on. But anyways, we get up to the top, and at the top there's this shack, a little white shack, a literal shack. There's no windows, no anything up there, and you go up there, and there's a little book. There's a book the rangers put out, and you sign your name and date when you did it and stuff like that. And so we all were like freezing. We were freezing. I didn't pack correctly. My friend didn't pack correctly. We had no like really winter clotes. And on my way
there was
up,
no communication between the group. It was just kind of like, hey, let's go do this.
Right.
Like,
and so and when we went up, my Camelback leaked all over my hoodie. So my hoodie was soaking wet. And I was like, dude, I'm going to get hypothermia if I even try to wear this. Like, it's not going to work. And so we had a stupid emergency tinfoil blanket. I hate those things. Those things are so stupid. But my buddy, thankfully, I won't say names, but my buddy gave me his hoodie and toughed it out, and I really appreciate that. He doesn't hang around anymore and stuff like that, but that was something that really stuck out to me, and that's how I kind of knew like he was a bro. And we went up, and so we're like, hey, let's all just huddle up in the shack. Well, one of my friends brought a big comforter blanket, and he was using it, and he was trying to hit on the same girl that I was trying to hit on. And we were sitting in the shack, and she was freezing, and I was cold too. So I was like, hey, we're both cold. Let's cuddle, and we were both under the blanket too. And my friend's on the other side of her, and I put my arm around her, and like we're like cuddling, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm trying to warm up her hands, and then my friend sticks his arm over, trying to pull her over. And it was the most awkward, dumbest thing ever, because I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you can't do that.
He's trying to freaking, what's the word? He's trying to assert his dominance, his alphaness.
And so he tried to do that, and I was like, I was not letting it happen. Like he was weaker than me. I mean, at that point I wasn't that much stronger anyways, but he's like 5. He's got to be like 5'5". 5'5", yeah. He was a short dude. But he got pissed and ripped the blanket off of me and the chick, and I was like, dude, like that's totally rude. Like I understand like if you don't want me to like whatever, but like for her and her safety, her health, whatever, like at least let her have the blanket. But anyways, me and her cuddled, and then he finally gave it back. Everyone kind of ripped on him for it, so he gave it back, and he went sat in the other corner alone, and he was pissed the rest of the time. And the kid that was a hiker. So the sun rises, we're all chilling, yeah, whatever. It starts getting warmer, and it's still cold. Obviously, it's brisk. And then we started going down the mountain, and the kid with the hike, that was crazy in hiking, was like, "Yo, I want to jog down. I want to jog down. Who wants to come?" And my friend that was pissed at me was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." He thought he was like all badass because he's gonna run down this mountain. So he starts running. They run off. Cool. I got my other buddy with me, and we started going down. Or actually, two of my friends went, and then they ran, and then I had one friend with me, and then the girl I was hitting on, and she obviously caught the message because we were both talking, whatever, ha ha. You gotta know your boys at this point too, very nervous, very shy, and the whole time going down the mountain.
Anytime talking to a girl, we're at least sweating from every hole in our body, and we're like shivering in our little boots.
And so we started going down, and she tried to. Every once in a while our hands would brush together, and I just would not grab her hand, and I should have. But yeah, dude. Anyway, so we start going down.
That's how Xavier cringes, by the way. That's his cringe.
Oh man! And so we start going down, and as we go down, it gets way hotter, and so we're taking off our winter clothes, or they were.
Yeah, as soon as that sun comes over the peak,
yeah,
it gets so hot.
Especially once you get down to the bowl, like not even that far from the top. Once you get to the bowl, it gets hot, and so everyone just starts kind of changing their clothes and whatever. And so we were going down, and me and the girl are going at a good steady pace the whole way down. And then one of my friends was like, "Hey, I gotta tie my shoe," and I was like, "Okay, cool, bro." He's like, "You guys go ahead." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we start going down. And like
this is literally just tying his shoe.
Yeah,
like
just tying his shoe.
I don't know how long it takes somebody to tie his shoe, but I don't think it's that long. And I'll look at the average on how long it takes that while you do your story.
And so we're going down, and me and the girl just chatting it up, like it was great. And we started going down, and like by like halfway down, if not 3/4, I was like, "Dude, where's my guy? Like I might have to go back up." Like I was kind of panicking. Because my boy was stuck on the mountain somewhere. And so we started going, and she's like, "Oh, he'll be fine, blah, blah, blah." Because I think we had some other stragglers behind us coming down too. So they're like, they'll get them. We're like, okay, whatever. So we get all the way to the bottom. We start coming out. And all of a sudden I hear just stomping. Just dish, 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 coming down. Because he wore Vans all the time, flat Vans, skateboard shoes. And he's coming down, bam, 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 bam. This was before Vans got all fancy with their new shoes and stuff. But he comes down. I'm like, "Yo, bro, where were you?" And he was pissed. He was like, I just went to tie my shoe and you dished me. You guys ran down the mountain. I'm like, "Bro, we were literally walking. Like there was no one ran." And I guess he tripped and fell, spilled all his water out.
Dude, he must have taken like a wrong trail coming down that made it longer or something. Because there's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. All he said is all he time I shoot you guys were gone. I realized, man, you guys like were running, so I started running and I tripped and all my water went everywhere. He had no water from like halfway down the mountain. And he was so mad, but like that was a story to remember. So he was like dying and I gave him my water or whatever, but we got it all figured out. But that's a funny story I always love telling because he just magically just never caught up, and he said he was booking it. I mean, he was booking it down the mountain.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
Yeah, he came out scraped up and everything, but yeah. And then after that weekend, the next weekend, freaking my dad, a couple of my uncles, my other friend that didn't go, and Nohea all wanted to go, and I was like, I don't want to go again. Like I did not want to hike that again. I like it was cool, it was fun, whatever, experience. For me, once in a lifetime, I don't want to go back. But they made me go because I'm the only one that knew the trail. So I went back, and then you can talk about that one.
Yeah, well, it was us three, it was us two and one of our other friends, and then three of our uncles came with us, and two uncles and our dad, and we were going, whatever. This story is not nearly as long because the whole point is at the end of the thing. But we hike up the mountain. Also, with this hike, it's super cool because when you get to one point, you can kind of look back down the mountain, and all you see are these flashlights, right? Because everybody's trying to do it to get up there before sunrise, so it's dark. and you turn around and it looks like almost like a scene out of Lord of the Rings of like the orcs marching through like trees and stuff, and it looks cool, it looks dope. But anyway, so we get all the way to the top, and as we were going, our dad and our two uncles fell behind because they wanted to take more breaks. Obviously, we weren't in the greatest shape, but we were really small dudes, so we like had the energy, and so we were just going. And then we got to the bowl, realized that our dad and uncles never made it, got caught back up, so that we just went to the top. And then after we made it to the top, watch the sunrise, whatever, right? We're putting on our beanies, balaclavas, we're putting on like 2 sweaters. We had like 3 pairs of socks on, like
this
everything.
This time I actually communicated that, hey, we need actual clothes. Like
we got winter jackets, we got like a hoodie, a long sleeve under that. Sun comes up, we all strip down, start getting back into just normal hiking clothes, and then we go back down to the bowl, find our dad and our uncles trying to fit in a 1-person tent with all 3 of them sitting in there trying to sleep with their legs coming out of the tent, and they have a little portable stove trying to keep them warm because it was so cold. And we come down or whatever, so we found them there, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna take a little bit longer, kind of just look at the views, take their time coming back down. We're like, okay, we're gonna bomb it down, we're just gonna keep walking and going as fast as we can, because going downhill is way quicker than going uphill. So we were going, it feels longer though, because when the sun's out you can actually see everything, so you're taking in stuff that you've never seen. So going down felt like forever. But anyway, so we're going down the hill, blah blah blah. We make it down to the bottom, and we drove separately. So we drove separate from our dad and uncles and stuff like that. And then so we finally make it back down to the bottom, and we're like, dude, like, we weren't sure if our dad wanted us to wait for him and our uncles or what. And we were like, you know what? Let's just get in the car. We'll chill out and we'll just hang out until they get back down. So we load up into the truck, and it's in a Dodge Durango, an older one. And we jump 1998. Yeah, that's right. And so we get in it, and we're like, hey, dude, we got to make sure that we roll the windows down because it's hot as nuts and we don't want to die. Next thing you know, like, we all blacked out after saying that. None of us rolled the windows down, nothing. So next thing you know, we're sitting in there, we're just passed out in the car, and we start hearing this banging, like super loud, just doosh, doosh, doosh noise on our car. And we all wake up all groggy and looking, and we're all just soaked. Like, we look like that stupid dog meme where it's like that one dog sitting there and the other one's all looking up like that. That's what we all look like. And so we all woke up, and we're like just drenched in sweat, everything. And we realized that we didn't crack the windows open. And we sat there, we were like, oh shoot. And we opened the door, and it's our dad banging on the car. And he's like, I thought you guys were dying in there because you guys weren't reacting to me hitting the window and stuff and trying to wake us up, because we were all passed out and we were so tired from the hike. It was bad. But there you go. A couple near-death experiences on these hikes.
Holy crap.
Oh man.
Oh
yeah, it's funny.
But I mean, we got stories on stories talking about like that. I mean, we can talk about some of our hobbies too, what we like.
Yeah.
We went right into stories, but
yeah, I know. We like gaming, sports. Those
anime.
Are really the 2 big things. We're into anime, obviously. Funko's back here.
We're kind of very versatile people.
Yeah.
We
like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it surprises
I like
people
plushies.
with things. Yeah.
I for some reason like stuffed animals, and I don't know why.
Too. I love them.
But
like, we like growing up, like people like, right, we played football growing up, and people just were like, oh, they're jocks, whatever. And the next thing you know, we're basement dwellers. We're just gaming all day.
We never went to the school parties. If they had a hookup, we ain't getting the message because we're down there playing games.
No one would hit us up, nothing like that. And so like, whatever.
And plus, we don't talk to chicks anyway, so I was like, we're scared to talk to chicks, so why would we show up anyways?
Yeah.
But we so we never partied. Everybody thought we were party types.
No,
but that's just because we work out and we did sports and stuff like that. So people thought we were party types. We're not party. We're gamers. We like to game and we like our own time. And
we still played like make believe army little toy guns and stuff in junior high, all the way up to 9th grade, I think, because we played with Harvey a couple times, bro. And Harvey.
No, we actually played Nerf Wars with him. Like
yeah. But there was one time I remember there's one time that we actually pretended he was full blown with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He loved it, and that was another guy totally missed. I love that guy.
Yeah.
But he was great, and he always like we were into the same stuff, all on the same team, and so it was good. I mean, I only weighed like 98 pounds, I think, max through junior high and almost all of high school, and we were linemen. We were linemen for football.
I played center, so I did center weighing that much. I played
tackle,
and almost everybody was bigger than us. We were the small dudes too. We weren't very tall at the time either.
Yeah, but we were just so aggressive that our coaches loved it, and so they put us on the line, and we dominated for a while. And then once we tried high school, they played a lot of favorites and stuff like that, and we realized we couldn't be obviously linemen anymore because we were small guys, but we didn't want to do receivers. We didn't get much playing time either. Even if we did, like even as we were on the team and stuff, they just played the guys they liked. So we never really got playing time. Whatever, we weren't like buddies with the coaches or anything. So they're
kind of d-bags anyways. But
and so we
were just like meh. So we stopped junior year. We stopped playing, which was the last year that we went to state.
That was for seniors, though, I thought. Varsity. Right?
No, yeah, but we were on the team. Yeah. But, yeah. I don't know.
But, yeah, we like a lot of things. I mean, this is also more of a space for you guys to either ask us questions or things like that you guys want to know about us. We'll always have topics coming into these things and these segments, and this is our plan for every Saturday is to do little podcast segments for you guys.
Yep.
Talk about some stories and stuff like that, and really that's about it. And then if you guys do leave us comments, we'll spend like half the time or whatever telling stories and talking about life and stuff like that, and then
any questions you guys have or ask us.
Last little bit, we'll touch on your guys' questions, things like that. Comment down below. So
yeah, we'll do it. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. 2 minutes down now. Aloha.